You're watching Screw It on SuppleWine TV. I'm your host, Mike Supple. The goal of SuppleWine is to make wine easier for you to enjoy on whatever level that may be. Whether you're the kind of person that just likes to pick up a bottle on the way home from work, try something new and drink it in front of the TV, or you like to pick up a case of wine every now and then and lay it down in your cellar for 20 years to see how it goes. Everybody enjoys wine on a different level. Over the next couple of weeks, we at SuppleWine are going to be completely revamping how we present our wine reviews and tasting notes to you. The point of doing this will be to make them easier to read, easier to understand, and easier for you to apply to your life and take out of it what you need to take out of it. The reason we're bringing up this topic right now is because the idea of tasting notes and wine critics has been somewhat thrown in the limelight this week. One of the major critics in the United States over the last week has been called on the carpet because of a review he made on a Spanish wine about a year ago. It's recently discovered in this last week that his review was way off. The wine that he wrote a review on and tasted and gave an incredibly high score to is completely different from the wine that's in the bottles and on the consumer shelves. Now, there are a couple of different ways you can look at this. Some people are claiming that this reviewer is at fault. Other people are blaming the importer and the winery, saying that after the wine got this particularly high score and the wine started flying off the shelves, the winery just put an inferior wine in the bottle. The reviewer has admitted that at one of the points when he was retasting it, he read the label wrong. He published a review that had the wrong year on there. The winery has admitted that one of their bottling runs got compromised, so perhaps a third of the wines that were released accidentally were an inferior product. Whatever was the reason, it doesn't really matter. The point is, when it comes down to wine reviews and wine tastings, you have to realize that whether it's a good note or a bad note, any review is what one person thinks about what's in one particular bottle at that one particular time. This means that it's up to you as a consumer to really take every note and every review with a grain of salt. Of course, you're going to want to find reviewers and critics that you agree with most of the time. But you shouldn't necessarily run out and buy 10 cases of something just because someone says that you're going to like it. Everyone's tastes are inherently different. I may love something that you hate, you may love something that I hate. That's just how it goes, and nobody's right or wrong in those situations. Particularly when it comes to something like wine, there's often a lot of money on the table. We're talking about a couple of bottles, even when talking about a $10 bottle of wine, you get a couple of those, it adds up pretty fast. You're drinking a lot of money. It's really up to you to decide if you like a bottle of wine or if you don't. And you know what? It's okay if you don't. Some critic may say that this is the best wine ever made. If you sit down and you try a bottle and you don't like it, don't spend your money on it. It's all about finding things that work for you. So go ahead and read reviews, because there are way too many wines out there for you to just wade around and try everything. It's not economically feasible. So find someone that you agree with, find someone you like, find someone whose style you find inspiring, and read what they have to say. And if something grabs you, try it out. But get to know your own palate. Get to know what you like. At this point in life, you've had enough things to eat, you've had enough things to drink, that you know when you put something in your mouth if you like it or not. If you don't, that's fine. Go with it. Don't be ashamed, don't be afraid to ever say, you know what, I don't like this. Really what it comes down to, wine is a drink. It's meant to be enjoyed. You're there to have fun. Too many people in the wine industry get uptight about whether or not it's collectible, whether it was made right, whether there's a flaw. And yeah, if a wine was made right, it should taste good. If a wine is flawed, you want to know that so you don't spend your money on it. So use critics as a guideline. Figure out where your tastes align. But don't always count on one person, because it's really about your taste. Wine is about you. It's about what you like. So trust your instincts, trust your taste, trust what you like, and enjoy it. That's really what matters.